Welcome to The Practical Path, a podcast for personal and spiritual growth. This is step number 28 along the path. Today, we'll talk about life lessons from the universe and some rules to live by that might not be what you want to hear, but are true nonetheless. Now, let's get started on the path for today. And welcome. This is indeed The Practical Path, a podcast for personal and spiritual growth. And as we said, episode number 28. I'm Bill Sklodowski. That's Vicki Wagoner over there, live and direct from Blue Ridge, Georgia. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. How you doing?
Good. I'm okay. We were comparing medical histories before the recording started there, and
Yeah.
we've all had a couple of little upgrades and changes and stuff like that, but it's all good. It's all fine. I was reporting on how my pickleball habit is getting worse. I'm not going to say it's like a bad habit, like a drug dealer kind of a thing or whatever, but I'm up to 3 times a week now for pickleball, and it's, I'm noticing that I have to take better care of my body as things go.
Okay, so why is that worse?
It's not worse. It's not. It's absolutely not worse. Thank you for the reminder. I love it. I enjoy it. The only thing is I wish I lived closer. That's the only problem with it, which is a stupid thing to say. But sometimes driving across town in rush hour traffic in the evening, because I live on one side of town, and that's a stupid thing to say. Not a stupid thing. That's an inconsequential thing to say. I enjoy pickleball. I enjoy the people I play with. I do come home and sit on the couch and find myself going, oh, I'm hurting in parts that I didn't remember I had. But you're right. No, there's nothing to complain about, and I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that I'm learning. I'm being reminded. Let me think of the best positive spiritual way that Vicki will allow me to say this. I'm being reminded, or I'm being encouraged. There's a good word. I'm being encouraged to make sure that I am taking the best possible care of my body so that I might enjoy my physical activities as I mature. How is that?
It sounds wonderful. That's the way to go.
Thank you. Thank you. And
It's great that you're doing it.
Thank you. Yes, I think it is. I do. I think it is. And I enjoy it. I love it. I do. And it is a good reminder of how one's body likes to be treated and taken care of.
It'll tell you real quick.
Yes. It's interesting, isn't it? I mean, and I know you're great at that. That's one of your superpowers, really, is reminding people that the words we choose to talk about ourselves, especially ourselves, the way we describe ourselves, the way we describe our situations and experiences and stuff like that, it matters. It really does matter. I mean, here we are. We're already 3 minutes into the show. We're already digging into something meaty here, but it's good. It is.
Yes.
To I'm not going to say put the best spin on it, but that's kind of what it is. How does that work for you? I mean, I know how it works for you. What is that doing for you and your clients and people as you remind them of better ways to speak about themselves?
Well, you've got to think it's the words and beliefs and thoughts are like food. Whatever you're ingesting, like foods, you want to eat healthy foods, to have a healthy body, to live a lot longer. It's the same thing with our thoughts, with our beliefs, with things, that we carry around. You make them positive. So you're, again, feeding yourself positive energy, positive thoughts, positive experiences, because that energy goes out, and what you're going to do is manifest more of that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say to people, it's like, look at the foods that you ingest. Words and thoughts are the same thing.
Right.
You can ingest, good, healthy thoughts so that you can manifest all these great things and, live a lot longer and have a good life. Or you can ingest all this garbage and, and weigh you down, and, you become sick from it. So it's the same thing. So it's right. What you put out is what you're going to get back.
Right. what you put out is what you get back, and what you put out, especially to yourself.
To
And people
yourself.
think, well, what do you mean put out? Why am I putting that out to myself? But yeah, it does. It, like you said,
Mhm.
everything kind of bounces around and comes back and reverberates back to you, so that
Absolutely.
when you do say something, let's let's be blunt, when you do say something negative about yourself, there's a piece of you, there's a little recorder somewhere that takes all that in
Oh yeah.
and plays it back to you
Yeah,
later
definitely.
on,
Yeah.
and to me, I also think it's the it's almost like well, it's almost, to use my pickleball analogy, it's almost
Okay.
like if I practice a certain shot, if I like, I'm practicing to get a better serve, so I'm practicing my serve and I'm hitting it, and I'm not only when I'm playing the game, but when I'm standing there by myself, I'm practicing. So
Mhm.
I'm learning a way to do something so that when the game comes around, I'm not
Mhm.
like, oh, how do I do this? Do I hold it this way? Do I swing this way? No, I've practiced it enough so that it's just natural. And I
Absolutely.
think so, to take that analogy and put it into the way we speak to ourselves, I
Especially.
think there's a
Yeah.
lot of the same kind of thing that we train ourselves. Ooh,
Hmm.
we
Yeah.
teach ourselves and we train ourselves how, what we believe about ourselves. There's a lot
Yes.
of ourselves in there, but
Hmm.
we do teach our I'm teaching myself how to think about myself every time I say something like that. Oh, I
Exactly.
can't do this. Well, then the next time it comes around and I'm saying to myself, I can't do this, well, guess what? I can't do it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
if I'm on the other side saying, I'm getting better at this, I'm learning this, I'm whatever, whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's not just the physical, it's not just the, what's the word there? It's not just the external stuff, it's the internal stuff as well.
Yes. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Because what we believe internally, again, is going to go out and it's going to come back. So
Right.
being, me and my being your own best friend, when you're your own best friend and you're loving yourself, respecting yourself, if you fall down, be okay, all right, so you fell down. What did you learn from it? Let's pick ourselves up. Let's keep moving forward. You're sharing that energy with millions of people you're never going to meet. So as
Mm-hmm.
much as you're doing it for yourself, you're doing it for everybody else. Now, what they do with it is up to them. Yet
Right.
you're being an advocate for being positive, for being, in love with yourself, showing off, your best side. And if you fall down, okay, you're going to have a moment, we're all going to cuss and have a hissy fit, but get
Right.
up and go, okay, what did I learn from this? How can
Right.
I change this around? So always
Eh,
looking at it positively.
Right. Right. And then, because yes, you are, with everything you, and we've talked about this, but what with everything is a lesson. Everything is a,
Oh,
not a
yes,
lesson. I mean, everything is a learning experience. Everything.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything. Yep.
And the more we can internalize, boy, I'm using fancy words today. The more we must be the coffee. The more we can internalize that,
Mhm.
I think the better we'll be, because a lot of people have this belief, or I think it's a mistaken belief, but a mistaken belief that things happen to you that are not, that are like, oh my God, the world just hates me today, or everything's going wrong today, or what. Well, guess what? You're gonna, that's going to take root in you somewhere, and you're going to start to believe that more of that. Then I guess it's
Mhm.
just always a matter of choosing what you believe. I mean, good
Oh,
God, here we go back to our old friend Louise Hay again with that. But
yes.
you
Yep.
always get to choose what you believe about something. It's just
Oh,
a gift or a power or a something all humans have.
yeah, absolutely. We
Simplicity.
all have the gift of being, positive, of being your own best friend, of, creating and manifesting. It's knowing that you have that ability, trusting that ability. And it's like anything, like little kids learn how to walk, one step at a time. So if this is all new to somebody, just take it one step at a time, build
Mm-hmm.
on it, read
Mm-hmm.
about it, write it out. If you do something really great, write it out and makes a statement, The other thing I'm always saying is put a sticky note on your bathroom mirror, because when you go in the bathroom, you're looking at yourself, look at the sticky note. So even though you're brushing your teeth, your subconscious is always wanting to find ways to support you, to encourage you, to love you, and to move you forward.
We talk about that so often, and
Mm-hmm.
this is Bill with his hand up going, I haven't done that. And with God as my witness, and wait a minute here. I'm going to show Vic. So look, I have some sticky notes. They're pink
Okay.
sticky notes. I
They're
got some
cute.
yellow ones. I got some, it's anybody's desk at home is going to have, somebody's, a corporate sticky note that they got at a travel show or a something somewhere. I don't know who this one's from, but I'm going to borrow their sticky note. I'm going to use their sticky notes.
Mhm.
And I'm going to put some up on my doggone bathroom mirror because, for starters, it's just me here. It's not like anybody else is going to see it. So,
Right.
yes. So let's play with that a little bit. If I'm going to put up a sticky note somewhere where I can see it, and choose your favorite place where you're at. Like you said, bathroom mirror, brushing teeth. I do every night. Of course, I'm standing right there, or every morning, whatever. I'm standing right
Yeah.
there looking. You could put it on the fridge. You could
Yeah.
put it in the car. I'm not saying you have to pick one. Do all of them,
Put it on your
and
phone. We
on your
all have
phone, on your phone.
our phones. Put a message when you first open it, put a message on there.
Hey, it's Bill, stepping out of the studio for a quick second. On the podcast, one of the things we talk about a lot is motivation, the desire to get things done in life. It might be physical stuff, losing a few pounds, getting a better job, finding a great relationship. Or it might be more of what I like to call internal things, finding ways to feel better about yourself or life in general. Well, to help our listeners along that particular path, we've prepared a helpful, simple guide for personal motivation. It's called Flipping the Switch: How to Create Motivation at a Moment's Notice. I'd like to send you a free copy, along with some other special bonus goodies. Bonus, you say? Well, yes, kind of an unadvertised in-store special. What is it? Well, you'll just have to find out for yourself. So, do this. Head over to the website, www.thepracticalpathpodcast.com. Yep, the same name as the podcast itself. Put in your email and we'll immediately send you to the free download. We'll also let you know about upcoming podcast episodes and other behind-the-scenes information. Again, just head over to the website, www.thepracticalpathpodcast.com, and get your free guide to boosting your personal motivation. I'm sure you'll find it helpful and, dare I say, practical. Now, back to the show.
I want to finish the sticky note thing, but I will say with the phone that one of my heroes, and I've mentioned his name on the show before, Brendan Burchard, great personal development guru and speaker and author. And I don't know if he actually does it because I've never been with him in person, but he says you can set and obviously, I'm the iPhone guy. I should set this up, shouldn't I?
Yes, you are.
That you can set a reminder on your phone. And he says his term is how I want to show up in life today, how I want to be with people, how I want whatever, he's thinking that way. But he says, but he has it come up like 3 times a day on his phone that it'll just pop up. Hey, remember today you're being positive, strong, all the thing, whatever it is for you. That's between, that's up to you and your thing. But I got to do that too. Well, I don't start one thing, Bill. Start one thing. Again, back to Vicki's grains of sand on the beach. Start somewhere. Start. So I'm going to do sticky notes, and I'm going to put them up somewhere. And I'm at least bathroom and at least fridge, and so I have sticky notes there. And so now, having said that, what do I want to say? What's the easiest, simplest, most powerful thing I want to tell myself? Or let's think about that with other people that might be doing that sort of a thing. What am I thinking about when I'm like creating my sticky notes?
Well, that's up to you. What do you want to focus on? What do you want to manifest?
Okay, manifest. Good. I like that. And then this is Bill just interviewing Vicki here on this. So anything? Can I manifest anything? Can it be, money, love, job, car? or whatever.
Yeah, whatever you want. I mean, you've been doing really good on your diet. So maybe putting something on there that goes, keep choosing the right foods, or I'm choosing
Mhm.
the right foods, or today, I'm going to take a walk, or whatever is going to motivate you. And you can keep up the same note or change it up, like, every
Right.
week, a
Maybe you
different
could change it every week or
mantra.
something, every
Yeah,
month. Right. So, and then how do I phrase it? How do I write it so it has has the strongest effect on me? Because I don't want to, because I already know this, so I'm just going to, I'm leading the witness here a little bit. I already know that I don't want to say that I do not want to write a negative,
right.
like I'm going to lose 20 pounds or whatever. And that's not really a negative, but I mean, you understand what I'm saying,
Yeah.
that, I'm not going to write, I'm sick and tired of being broke.
Okay. Because what the subconscious does, it doesn't recognize the negative.
Right.
So what
Correct.
what you're saying is, I'm going to go broke if you put up the
Correct.
okay, anything with a negative that gets deleted, and the subconscious goes, oh, well, you want to be poor. Okay, well, let's keep working. So it has to be positive of, I'm just saying today I'm, focusing on healthy foods,
Right.
whatever you want to say, or today, I'm going to take, a mile walk,
Right.
whatever you want to manifest, or I'm looking for a job. This is a job that I want. So that your subconscious goes, oh, well, you want that. Let's work on it. And lots of times messages come up on billboards, they come up in songs, books that you read. There's that one line, that goes, whoa, that's exactly what I needed to hear. So that's
Mm-hmm.
everywhere. I'm just saying sticky notes because it's in your home. You can make it personal, make it positive, and you might be open up the refrigerator door where your subconscious has already seen that, so it's going to
Right.
support you as you go to reach for ice cream, and you go, oh, wait a minute, you know, let me
Right.
look at something, like a banana, like orange or a banana, something
Right.
like. So it's very
Yes. Yeah.
simple but
So
powerful.
yeah, the lesson here, not a lesson, but the suggestion, the prompt here is that you want to say things that speak to you, excuse me, in a positive way. Not,
Yes,
again, we're not saying, and it's a double negative. Don't say things you don't want, right? But I mean that's true. It's
it is
true.
true.
Don't say what you. And I know, I know I've mentioned this before on this show, that I know so many people who are so good at telling me what they don't want in
Hmm.
life. And
Yes.
honestly, that's easy. And I'm not saying well, yeah, I am saying it's not what you want to do, because I was going to say, anybody can say what they don't want. Anybody, because it's like, okay, I'm overweight. I don't want that. I'm not making enough money. I don't want that. I'm driving an old car. I don't want that. Okay, great. What do you want?
That's it. What do
And what are the positive things you can say about that move you in that direction?
Mhm. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know this is basic stuff, but you can't overestimate the basic stuff when it comes to, because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
doing it right now. I'm thinking to myself, all right, I'm going to go put the doggone pink Post-it note on my bathroom mirror. How do I, and short, sweet, like a bumper sticker, like a
Yeah.
short, sweet, to the point, something that gets your attention and yet is done in a positive way
Mhm.
that moves you toward the thing you want, not away from the thing you don't want. That's easy. Everybody knows what they
Oh,
don't
yeah.
want. I get it.
Right.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
there's our Post-it note lesson for today. There you go. So
And I like the idea of the bumper sticker too, because there's a lot of
right,
good bumper stickers out there too that you drive by and you go, whoa, that was really cool. So the messages are everywhere.
right,
Sometimes you walk by somebody and they say a certain word and it's like, oh, that's exactly how I'm feeling. So you never know. So it's like being a kid. Kids are open to all these wonderful experiences and everything is new. And it's like, oh, wow, that's cool. That's what me, when I hear something on the radio or see a bumper sticker or, somebody says something like, oh, yeah,
right,
that's so cool. That's what I need, you
right,
know.
right.
And it's those little coincidences that the universe is setting up for you.
Right. Right. I remember, and it's not there anymore, but I remember driving south when I would travel back down from Gainesville, travel back down to Southwest Florida to Sarasota and all of that. That somewhere along the way there was a big billboard for a church that said, "If you're looking for a sign from God, this is it."
I know. See,
It was
stuff
like,
like
come to
that.
you know
It's
come
like,
sun come to Sunday church service. And I'm like,
and
that's fabulous. I love that.
so it got your attention, it made you laugh, and laughter is one of the best medicines out there.
Right.
So a win-win. So with that energy going out, it's going to come back.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way the
Mm-hmm.
universe works.
I'm not a churchgoer, but I hope it worked for their church. I really do, because
I
that's
do,
so
yeah,
clever and so
too,
cute.
but that's how it got your attention. Yeah.
Right, right, right,
And that's what, a good billboard will do. It'll get your attention. It'll make you look
right,
and think, oh, wait a minute, here's a
right,
minute.
right.
But
The
it's
the new one, the new one that I want to print, out, that I have to find it again. But on my X/Twitter feed, I follow a lot of the political types, and of course, love him or hate him, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is making news now. He's going to be like the big health and human services guy or something. He's going to be big time in health, and there's
right.
just a picture of him with this face that, as he's being interviewed by the press, that he just has this like WTF kind of, which is what the frack kind of look on his face.
Oh my gosh.
But somebody captioned it. Somebody rewrote the caption by saying, "I'm posting this on my fridge so that every time I reach for a bag of potato chips, I see his face and I go, oh, okay, I'll have a carrot." It's like,
I
but
love that.
it's kind of that disapproving kind of face that it's like your grandmother used to make when you did something wrong.
So what do? You go, it's that, you stop, you rethink it, and you make a different choice, a more
That's it.
positive choice.
That's
So
it. Exactly.
that's
That's it.
hysterical.
And everybody who's listened to this program will know that, Bill's favorite line, maybe you'd like to make a different decision.
Yes,
That's it. That's it.
that's it.
And rather than, like you said, ice cream or potato chips. And I'm proud to say, by the way, that the ice cream that I bought back for the Super Bowl is gone, and I have not replaced it. So I've been good about that. I know. That was just a special treat that one time. So
Well,
it was fun.
And sometimes we have to do that. We have to,
Right.
just have a treat or something, that, quote unquote, isn't good for you. It's, that's one little moment. Yet looking at the bigger picture of it is being positive and moving forward and always thinking about how is it going to benefit me? How's it going to
Right.
help me, to move forward? And lots
Right.
of times, even when something, sad or awful happens, there's always a gift in it. What can you learn from it? How can you grow from it? How can you move yourself forward because of this experience?
Right. Right. And again, we have several things on this show that come up again and again and again, and this is one of them. And it's all of that. What can you do in the moment to recognize, oh, I'm having one of those moments, but it doesn't define me. It doesn't, it's not my life. Yes, I'm having a lousy day, or I'm having, I'm eating that ice cream that, okay, Mr. Kennedy would not approve of, or, my dietitian would not approve of.
Right.
But for today, for this one, okay, fine. I get it. I'm not going to make it a habit. It's not going to become a self-defeating habit.
Right.
But maybe today I just, whatever. So as long as you have, I think that awareness, again, one of our favorite words, as long as you have that awareness about what it is you're doing and how you're doing and all that, I think you're okay. I really do. Yeah.
And sometimes, a little bit of ice cream just makes you feel better. So, I mean, me, I could take the whole box and eat it in one sitting. So
I was going to say that's the problem.
I know. So I go, okay, and I purposely bought these little bowls.
There you go.
And I just put a little bit in the bowl, so it's enough that it satisfies me, even though I'd love to devour the whole thing.
Right.
But moderation.
Right. Right.
things in moderations, even conversations in moderation. Sometimes you just want to, like spew all this stuff out, but you go, okay, how is it really going to benefit me or the other person? And you go, okay, well, maybe I can rein it back a little bit.
There you go.
So
There
just
you
be
go.
mindful,
Yes.
mindful of conversations, mindful of what you consume, mindful of,
Right.
what actions you put into action. So, yeah.
One of my favorites of all times was somebody who did a Facebook post or something on tips and tricks for reheating leftover pizza. And the comment underneath it was like somebody said, "What is this quote leftover pizza of which you speak?" There's no leftover pizza. But yes, exact all of that. All moderation in all thing, whatever what I mean, there it's all it's we're just putting new spins on stuff you've
Yeah.
probably heard before or that you've read before or you've seen before or whatever, but it's like you might have heard it, hopefully you're hearing it from Vicki and Bill in a new way and you go, "Oh, okay, now that makes sense. I can try that." And that's all we're asking here. We're not breaking any new grounds. We're not who said there's nothing new under the sun anyway. I think that's in the Bible. I don't. It might be. Somebody somewhere occasionally is going to come up with a brand new idea on something,
Oh,
and
I'm,
they will make $1 billion. Like the guy that invented the pet rock or whatever. It's
oh
like,
my gosh, yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
okay, great. But most of it is stuff that people have been saying for thousands of years,
Hmm.
and we are just putting our own 2025 spin on things, and that's fine. That's you got to hear it when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Not that
Yes.
I consider myself a teacher of any kind. I'm a reporter and a person who tells stories. That's
Yeah.
my job. So,
And what I heard as you were talking, I heard the word respect. So it's about respecting ourselves, respecting others. So
I
again,
love
being
that.
your best friend, respecting yourself.
I do. I love that, and it is especially important today. I don't mean today as I record this podcast with my friend
Weird.
Vicki, but I mean right now, this season that we are in,
Oh
with
yeah.
the divisions in the world and
Yeah.
among people and friends and families and whatever, just a little bit of respect to say
Mhm.
if that's what they choose. Doesn't mean you have to like it, doesn't mean you have to agree with it, doesn't mean you have to even go along with it. It just means that if you tell me 2 and 2 equals 5, I'm like, great, have a good day.
Yeah.
Get out there and do what
Thanks.
you want. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely. And everybody makes their choices.
right.
So maybe some of the choices, we go, oh, wow, that's a good thing. Or someone we go, really? Yet respect that that's what that person wants and honor
Mm.
them for you're making a choice. It's up to you. That's fine. Not doesn't work for me, but that's okay. It works for you. And
I'm
and I,
just thinking back. You and I have both had experiences in the past few weeks of going through that exact same sort of a thing. And
oh yes.
I remember a couple of phone calls between Bill and Vicki about things that have gone crazy in both their lives of stuff like
Mhm.
that. And
Oh
I
boy.
think we've done a pretty good job of keeping our cool, so to speak,
Yes.
when people around us have had, shall we say, interesting things happen, and then try to share them with us. I don't know. I'm going down a rabbit hole there, but I'm just saying, no matter where you're at on the totem pole of spiritual awareness, personal development, whatever, wherever you are at, you will continue to see the life around you and continue to go, what the hell?
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Oh boy.
So anyway, I don't know. It's just,
Oh gosh.
it's interesting. Here we are halfway through the show. We normally open the show with a thing about, it had signs and signals or lessons learned from the universe or something like that. And I don't want to, we don't have to revisit that, but I know that it's been an interesting couple of weeks here as
Oh
time
yeah.
has passed. And wow, it's
Yeah.
just, I think for me, and I've told Vicki this many a times, and I'll repeat it to our friends here that there is nothing in my life more important. See, here I am now. Yay. I'm going to pat myself on the back and say, I am expressing to myself what I do want, not what
Yes.
I don't want, to go back to that thing we were talking about a few minutes ago.
Right.
The things in life, the things in life that I do appreciate, like, and want in my life are
Mhm.
peace and
Yes.
quiet and whatever counts as serenity. And now that doesn't mean in pickleball I'm laughing and loud and running and jumping and all those things that
Sure.
let's stick to keep the main thing the main thing. When it comes to my life, that peace and quiet is everything to me. And I
Yes.
will occasionally go out there, like we've said, sit out on my porch and maybe have a small adult beverage and maybe even a small cigar. Yes, I will have a cigar once a week, but
Mhm.
it just gives me a moment to sit quietly and reflect and go, oh, this is exactly what I want.
Mhm. Yes.
And that brings me such a level of peace and quiet and happiness, inner
Yes.
happiness, kind of whatever you want to call
Mhm.
it. Um,
Yes.
so it's so worth it. So
Oh,
I get, why am I saying that? Find what you want
yes.
and do more of that thing,
Oh,
or
yeah.
at least move in that direction, right?
Yes. And you have to make time for it. It's okay
Exactly.
to say to people, this is my time. I need a break. I'm just gonna, for me, I love just walking in the woods, or just sometimes I'll get in my car and just drive around. It's okay to do what you need to do to recharge yourself because I think there's so much going on in the world. We have to take these quiet moments and just be with ourselves, and just allow ourselves to let the world take care of itself. And just for 5, 10 minutes, a half hour, a full day, whatever you need, be there for yourself. Love and
Right.
respect yourself. And then you're going to come
Right.
back and you're going to be in this peaceful place and you're going to be recharged and you're ready to go again. So it's
Exactly.
okay to say, this is my time.
Right.
Mhm.
Whatever that means for you, whatever. And again, it
Yeah.
doesn't, I know there's always the image of, mom locking the door and taking a bath, in the bathroom where all the kids and the animals are out there doing their
Geez,
thing.
I think I've done that
Whatever it
once.
is for you, whatever it is, that
You have
we're
to
here to
do that.
support you in that.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, whatever floats your boat, that's an old one.
Yes.
You've got to do that. You really have to have me time. And I push that on people a lot. You have to have a time when you can just disconnect from everything and reboot yourself. Like we're
Hmm.
always plugging in our phones. What's the difference of plugging ourselves into something that, makes us happy?
Right. Right.
So,
And I think some people, well, I'll just speak for myself, and that is that I don't set any real like intention or real I'm not going out and sitting on the porch and watching the sunset or whatever I do. I
mhm.
don't do it with any intention to like, oh, I'm going to literally, like you said, I'm going to recharge. I'm going to have a new idea. I'm going to do this. I'm going to think about this. I'm going to meditate on. No, I just sit there quietly. But you know
Yeah.
what? Stuff comes to me.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah.
think, yeah,
Yep.
I think that's a big part of it. I think
Yep.
that when we do allow ourselves quiet, personal, alone
Hmm.
time,
Yes.
that you can't help but have the universe, speak to you, and you're in a
Oh,
spot where you can hear it.
yes.
I
Yeah.
think now that I think about that, I mean, I think things are coming to us all the time, and I'm not saying you can pick whatever spiritual system you choose to believe in. Is it God
Hmm.
talking to you? Is it angels? Is it spirits? Is it just my own mind reflecting on things and bubbling up new ideas? What, it doesn't matter.
Right.
If you're not quiet and kind of in that state of receptiveness, whatever that might
Yeah.
be for you, you're not
Hmm.
going to hear it. But if you are, you will hear it. And it doesn't matter where you believe it comes from. It's like you
Yeah.
will hear things, you will figure things out, you will see things in a new way.
Mhm.
And that's the benefit to me. It's not how it gets here. It's what do I do with it when it gets here? The
Absolutely.
information, the fun, the
Yeah.
insight, the whatever.
And that calm, peaceful energy is going to affect the people that, when you're ready to come back, the people that you're going to engage with.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a gift you give yourself, yet it's a gift you can offer to everybody else. Now, again, what they do with it, that's up to them. You still have given them that opportunity, that gift.
I love it. Yes. It is. It's a gift that you give yourself and others.
Mhm.
Absolutely is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it really is.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. That's a good place to take a break.
All
Before we
right.
go, before we take the break, let's reintroduce ourselves. And if someone would like to get in touch with you, Vicki Wagoner, about help with any of this kind of stuff. Now, it's not like, oh, I don't have any. If there's something you're working on in your life and you're stuck with something or whatever, Miss Vicki, it's been my experience. Miss Vicki is the best thing there is in getting people unstuck from
Thank you.
stuff. I almost said it. From stuff in their lives. So if you would like to get some help with that sort of a thing, Miss Vicki would be happy to arrange a little time where the two of you could speak privately. And
Mhm.
how would one get in touch with you if they wanted to do that?
Well, they can call or text 239-248-0586 or email me at Vicki, Vicki, Wagoner, Wagoner, 53 at gmail.com.
There you go. And I'm going to come up with this thing to set a reminder on an iPhone to make it remind you of things. I'm going to do that, and I'll put a video on that on my channel there. On YouTube, just do a search for Bill's iPhone tips, and you'll find all that good stuff. It's out there.
Oh, a
It's out there.
lot of good stuff.
A lot of good stuff.
A lot of good stuff.
Helping you with technology and all that.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
that's my nemesis that sits on my shoulder.
It's your thing. It's your
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe we should. That's your sticky note. That's your sticky note for the bathroom mirror. It's like, I love my computer and my computer loves me.
And you can see the fake smile on my face, can't you?
Yes, I see the fake smile on her face. Going, yes, Bill, that'll work great. Urgh. Okay. All right. Go refill your coffee. Do whatever you need to do. We will be right back. Welcome back to The Practical Path, a podcast for personal and spiritual growth. Episode number 28 with Vicki Wagoner and yours truly, Bill Sklodowski here. So we've been talking on and off recording about what we're going to do with sticky notes and where we're going to put them and what we're going to say and how we're going to just we're going to encourage ourselves. See, it's that damn language thing.
Yeah.
It's always how you say something to yourself. I believe it's worth being mindful of that.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And for better or for worse, I do catch myself a lot often saying things that I'm like, you could have said that better. You could have had a better spin on that sort of a thing. Again, what we were talking about in the first half hour, what you don't want versus what you do want in life.
Yes.
And
Yes.
how I think it's worth the effort to be a little more mindful about what you say, period.
And if you do say something that quote unquote you feel is negative, cancel it, mentally
Right.
or out loud, say, I cancel that, re-say it. So you've
Mhm.
wiped that one out and you replaced it with a positive.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
I remember that. Boy, oh boy, I remember that from 20 years ago from various meditation groups and reading clubs and all of that stuff that somebody would physically, literally say, oh, cancel,
Yes.
erase that last line. Here's what I
Yes.
meant to say, or whatever, to
Because
themselves, to someone else, whatever.
right, because you're immediately replacing it. So that few seconds of, that it takes to cancel it, it's gone, and you
Right.
replaced it, and that moves forward.
found a wonderful article. Credit to our friends at UpWorthy, which is a website, upworthy.com, if you'd like to. They have all sorts of good, interesting things out there. 15 hard truths that once people accept them, their lives get better.
Oh, wow.
We won't do all 15. We probably don't have time, but I do want to highlight a few of them. And as the article says, a significant part of that whole adulting thing is
Ugh.
realizing that many uncomfortable truths are indeed real, even if we wish they weren't. At first, harsh truths may dampen our spirits and make us feel like the world is not as nice as it is. However, understanding some of life's hard lessons opens us up to greater possibilities and can help us overcome obstacles holding us back. I love that.
Yes.
And the number one, and I have harped on this myself, wrong word. I have used this in my thinking and talking with other people a lot. Number one rule, stop comparing yourself to other people.
Yes.
There will always be somebody better looking, better educated, younger, more experienced, more intelligent, or wealthier than you. Always. Do your best, live without regret, have empathy and kindness, give when you can, expect nothing in return. Focus on your heart value rather than what others have. And
Yes.
that's always been huge for me because I'm a big sports fan. So I recognize that when I watch the sports highlights at night, literally that word highlights, I can watch a baseball game or a football game, not to watch the game. I can catch in 2 minutes the highlights of a football game that took 60 minutes to play. These are the important parts. And that works in life as well, that if you go on Facebook or Instagram or any of those, I was going to use a negative word there, any of those interesting social media outlets, you are seeing people with their highlights. They went on vacation. Wasn't it fabulous? They're doing this. Isn't it amazing? They got a new car or house. Isn't that great? Well, those are their highlights.
Yes.
You have highlights. They have highlights. You're just looking at a collection of hundreds of your friends and their highlights, and you're thinking, my life sucks compared to that. But it doesn't. That's just their best stuff.
Yeah.
And because nobody puts out the terrible things. Well, some people do, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
So anyway, as the old saying goes, comparison is the thief of joy. I love that. Comparison is the thief of joy. I know, right? So don't compare yourself. Just recognize that what you're seeing out there is other people showing off their best moments. You have them too. Don't let that get you down because you're just seeing people's best moments. Okay, so there you go. So rule number 2, some people won't like you. Some people won't like you.
Yeah.
You can be the sweetest, juiciest peach on the tree. Some people just don't like peaches.
That's
right?
Okay. Right?
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. You can just be your own best self. And again, it's not gonna fly for everything. It's not everyone, I guess, is the thing there. So that's whatever. I get it. I do. All right. Number 3, things are just things. Physical stuff. Talking about
Physical stuff.
Psychologists refer to perceiving inanimate objects as having feelings as we're using big words today. Anthropomorphizing. Oof.
Okay.
That's giving human-like qualities. And of course, we all do it with our animals. We all do it with our dogs and cats and whatever. Yeah. We make them into people. We make them into small furry people. Okay, I get it. They are. I know. All right. We're no argument with that. But people also put feelings onto stuff, onto physical stuff. And sometimes it's that it can help you develop a connection, but at the same time, it's like you may develop a connection that's like, okay, this thing is old and needs to be replaced or thrown away, but you have feelings for it. It's like, that's weird. It's a thing. How can I have feelings for a thing? And I've noticed that myself. I threw away a piece of a little a folding chair that I had out on my patio for years and years and years. The weather just finally destroyed it, and I bought a new one. And literally, I remember as I walked to the dumpster with this old thing and threw the old chair in it, I said, "Thank you for your service. I appreciate all the good service you've given me for the years."
And how many memories are connected to that? How many people
Exactly.
may have sat there, or you sat there when you had friends over, or some event happened? So I can see the attachment to it, yet at the same time being practical, it's like, okay, I'm hanging on to this. It serves no purpose. I still have the memories in my mind and in my heart. So
Right.
thank you for, all the wonderful, things that you've done for me, and me, I put it somewhere where hopefully you could recycle it because I'm a huge
Right.
recycler.
Well, sure. Yeah,
Yet,
I get that.
yet it's the attachment to it. It's the memories, like I said before. So I
Right.
can see this the little bit of a struggle.
Right. Right. And I remember you've told me in the past week or so, you've talked about doing some pruning around your place as well, about getting rid of
Oh
old
yeah,
stuff and everything.
yeah,
It is. It can be challenging to do that sort of thing because it's
yeah,
like,
definitely.
you might need it. It might be something you want. Okay, fine, whatever. There's more out there. I get
Yes.
it. I get it. All right, these two are kind of related. And so one of them is you can't change people. You can't change people.
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
And there's Vicki Wagoner nodding in agreement because even though that's her job, sort of,
Hmm.
sort of,
Yeah.
she's not changing anybody, right? I mean, I'll ask you. You're not changing anybody by pushing some magic button somewhere when you have a client sitting in front of you or on the phone or whatever. You're not changing anybody, are you?
No, what I'm doing is I'm hoping to inspire, to encourage, to bring out, their best qualities so that I can see things and I can feel things. So I bring out their best qualities so that they can see it or they can feel it, so that they make that choice to change. All I can do is say, here's what I'm feeling, here's what I'm seeing, this is what I believe would be in your best interest. It's up to them.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what this article says, where, it says you can only help people who actually want to change. If they're not
Yes.
ready to change or put in the effort, there's not much you can do.
And I've
And
had,
realizing this, by the way, can save you a lot of frustration.
yes, because, and a lot of times what it is we're on the outside looking in. And so it's when we're looking at, like somebody that's going through something, you go, oh, I know exactly what they need to do. And I've been there, my life has been, a real challenge. So I've gone through just about anything you can think of. So that's why, I bring things out in people and they're like, how'd you know that? And I said, because I can feel it because I've been through it. It's
Right.
up to you. Do you want to still carry it, or do you want to look at it from the perspective of how did you grow from it? How did you learn from it?
Right.
And that's what I do is help them to see within their own selves, and they have to make the choice.
Right. Right. And again, Bill's other line, maybe you'd like to make a different decision. It's
Exactly.
it's all about just try something
Mhm.
different.
Try something different.
Yeah.
If you like it, keep going. If not, okay, look at, the courage you had, the strength, the love for yourself to try it. Okay, well, here's another avenue. Try
Right.
this one, you
Right.
know.
Right. And again, it's not, let's not miss the point. And the point is that you, the friend, the family member, the mother, the father, the brother, the sister, whatever, you are not changing that other
Mhm.
person in front of you.
No,
You just can't. I'm
no,
sorry. It's one of those unwritten rules of the universe that it's like you think, oh, I can show them the way. I can tell them what to do. No, you
no,
can't.
you
You
can't.
could, you could frustrate the both of you by trying,
Oh, oh
but it
yeah.
has to be their decision. It has
Oh,
to be
I've
their
had
decision.
that. I've actually had that happen where I'll stop and go, you don't want to hear me. You don't want to change. So we're done.
Right. Right.
Why waste my time? I'm not going to take your money, because you don't want to change, and that's up to you. I can only offer. And
Right.
and like I said, I've stopped several that way, and I've actually had a couple people come back after a little bit. They think about it and they go, well, you know what? I really do want to change it. And it's like, okay, sit down and get ready to hear it. I can be very
Right.
loving, or I can be, I can, just go right for the juggler.
we understand. We understand. So these other two are related to that, to changing people and relationships with people. And the other one is very super simple. And it is this: not all friendships last.
Very true. Had that a
Very
lot.
true.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
It's interesting because yours truly has been through that experience in the past month, literally, where a long-time friendship has ended. And
Yeah.
I will be the first to tell you that I am, and I don't want to use a negative word, but I'm going to do it here as an example, folks. This is an example only. I am terrible with final endings.
Mm,
My mother once asked me, why don't you have a dog or a cat? I'm like, because he's probably going to die somewhere before me, and I'm going to be miserable about that, to lose that. I know. And if I have a friendship or whatever with a person, and that person is either gone or passed or whatever, that can hit me pretty hard. And
yeah.
I, all right, I'm going to admit it. I kind of work to try to avoid that. I try to steer around those issues of losing things like that, or I always leave a door open, or for a friendship that we're both still alive,
Right.
but this particular chapter has ended or whatever. But I can feel myself leaving a door open. Well, what if they change? Well, what if they come back? Well, what if they ask me for help on something? What if? And I'm like, maybe you want to make a decision on that, Bill, to really be done with something, and then
Yes.
really be done with something. So anyway, not all friendships last.
No, they don't. And you got to look at, well, for some reason, either, they moved on or you moved on. It didn't work. So it's almost like when it ends for a good reason. Obviously someone's not happy, or, if you're there too long, sometimes you start to get into arguments and stuff, and then it gets ugly. So it's like, well, if it ended, what did you learn from it? How can you grow from it? And lots of times it's like, the other person or yourself is like, enough's enough.
Right.
And I know the relationship you're talking about, and it was a very difficult relationship. And so
Yes, it
what are
was.
you doing to yourself? It's almost like you're punishing yourself over and over again by, allowing this, I'm just going to say it, this negative energy to affect you.
Right. Right.
And what did you do for yourself to say, here's my line in the sand?
Right.
I love and respect myself. I deserve to be treated better. And if this person can't see what I've been doing, then it's time for me to say, well, bless you. And like Gregory, didn't Gregory say, bless you over there?
Over there, somewhere else.
Somewhere
Our friend
else.
Reverend Gregory Keene, who would
Yeah.
say, yes, God bless you somewhere else.
Somewhere, yeah. And it's all right.
Right.
If you're giving them positive energy, God bless you. I wish you well. I'm taking care of me.
And I don't want people to, be crying for Bill, because I've done that. I think I have done that. And
Yes.
I feel strongly that I have done that. So we'll see how it goes. But
And
I have a
so,
good friend to remind me of what I'm doing when I'm doing it. And she's on this podcast with me now. So yeah. So she'll kick me in the butt and tell me I'm doing something. Now,
I know, I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah.
No,
brings us to one other quick rule. And go ahead. I'm sorry, you had a thought.
I was going to say, for a good reason, because I love you, I respect you. I know who you are. That other
Right.
person didn't see who you truly were.
Right.
And so you did. You looked in the
Right.
mirror and said, hey, wait a minute, I got to take care of me.
Right.
And if that person needed something, I know you'd be the first one to go help them.
Right.
Yet you
There
have
you go.
stronger boundaries because of it, and you have love and respect for yourself. So,
And that brings me to this other rule, which is something you also can't avoid, and that is you might be the bad guy.
oh, never.
You can do your best with someone and still be the villain in their story.
Oh, absolutely. Plenty of times.
Plenty of
Oh,
times.
yeah. You know why? Because I say it like it is. I mean,
Right.
you're going to hear
Right.
me,
Right.
like that.
But even if you're not doing it in a counseling kind of a way, Like Vicki does that as a counseling thing. She has clients and they come to her and she tells them, things that they may not want to hear. I get it. But we all do that. We all do that in the course of our day with our friends and our family and our whatever. We might say or do something that is going to have them thinking of us as the bad guy. Sorry, it's just going to happen.
Absolutely. Oh,
Right.
yeah, definitely.
Right.
And most of the time when somebody thinks we're the bad guy, it's because they're not wanting to really see what's in front of them. And so what do? You project it onto somebody else. I don't want this stuff, so I'm going to throw it onto you.
Right. Right.
And
And
so
again, I don't even need or want or choose to make it about I see something that's going on for you. I mean, that's your experience because you're doing that as a counselor, as the thing that you do with clients and stuff. I'm just talking about in real life. Sometimes
no,
there may be something that I see one way and you see another way, and we're not going to agree on that. And you're going to think I'm an idiot or a jerk or a bad guy or whatever because of what I believe and think about this exact same thing that you believe or think a completely different way about.
different way. So, and
Right.
if somebody has an issue with that, you got to look at why can't they see the bigger picture of what is going on and just say, you know what, that's different than what I'm feeling, yet it's okay if you feel that way. And then,
Right.
walk away and, there's other things you can talk about, but if you need to, just walk away, calm down and come back together. So I've never understand why people just walk out of people's lives. I don't understand it. Like, especially, when you've been, good friends for a long time and all of a sudden the person just disappears. And I've had that
Right.
happen.
Right.
And so I just go, well, you know what? I just think I'm a good person, pretty much most of the time. I have my moments, but, it's like, to me, it's your loss.
Right.
That's how I feel. It's like you're lost because you and I and lots of people will be the first one to jump up for anybody, to help
Right.
anybody.
There you go. There you go.
So
Yeah.
I think it's, maybe like inferiority complex or something or jealousy or something. Why all of a sudden these relationships just end?
Mm. There's always something in there where there becomes, as they say in divorce court, there becomes irreconcilable differences. Boy,
Right.
we're using big words today.
I know.
But there's something will
But
come up that it's like,
yeah,
sorry, there's no way we're going to agree on this. All right, well, time to go your own separate ways then. So there you
right.
go.
Right.
Right. Now, that I want to finish on this one. Well, maybe we'll have time for another couple. But again, one of the other rules of life is, and it's kind of applies to all the things we've been talking about here pretty much all day, which is everything is temporary. Everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, there's not much you can add to that. It's like the article says, you can suddenly lose anyone or anything at any time, and maybe everything all at once in quick succession without so much warning. But it's just what's happening in this moment, and that doesn't mean what's going to be happening tomorrow or in an
Right.
hour or whatever.
Yeah.
Everything is temporary.
Yeah. That makes
The
sense.
more I think we can, I'm not going to say it's words to live by, but it's certainly something to keep in mind in terms of when you're going through bad times, this too shall pass.
Yes. That's a good
I'm
one.
using big words and Bible quotes today. Boy, oh boy, it's a special day.
A 2 for 1.
2 for 1.
No, but that's so true. It's right
Right.
here, right now, this moment, even just as we're talking, that moment's already gone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like life. You got to live it to the fullest because you never know when it's going to be gone.
Right. Right.
Anything.
And if you're a good Buddhist, I think it is. I've done a little bit of reading on that.
Mhm.
The more you recognize the temporariness
Yes.
of everything, bad
Mhm.
times and good times,
Mhm.
the more you live in this moment rather than dwelling on the ugly stuff in the past or the good stuff you're hoping for in the future or whatever. And we've talked about that time travel thing here on the show before, and I'm sure we'll talk about it again. But yeah,
Yeah.
as the old guru said, be here now. Three
Absolutely.
words, three sentences, three thoughts that all add up to one thing. Be
Yeah.
here now.
Yeah. And be here now and make it the best that you got.
Right. Right.
Because, like you say, going back to the temporary, everything's temporary.
Yeah.
It's like here and then the next thing, like seconds. It's like the seconds all just, keep going on. So
I
yeah,
don't want
we
to open another whole can of worms, but I think your dog, and I'm not saying anybody's, I'm saying anybody's dog, not just Mr. Max, the dog in the Wagner household. I think dogs are perfect with that. Dogs are the best gurus in the world with be here now. It's all they
oh
know. It's this moment,
oh yeah.
right now.
Oh yeah. This is it, especially when it comes to food.
Because we're eating, we're walking, it's great. We're walking, we're petting, we're chasing, we're having fun, we're chasing a squirrel. It's awesome. It's awesome. So yeah, I think animals are, especially dogs. I don't know if cats might, but they hide it well. I don't know. But if you have a dog or you know a dog, just see how they live, and
Oh, they
because
do in the moment.
they live in the moment. They live
Hmm.
in this moment. That's all they
Yeah.
know, and I
Yes.
think that's a great thing. There's a good lesson there for us humans.
Well, what just popped in my mind is I wish I could. Well, instead of saying I wish I could, going, you know what, today I'm going to do this. Because, like you said, this is it right here. You don't know if
Right.
that next moment is
Oh,
going to.
oh, when you said I wish I could, I was thinking about you, but you're speaking about I wish I could lose 40 pounds or have a new job or have a new relationship, or I wish I could. So rather than wishing for the thing that you don't have now, what am I doing today to move me in that direction?
Right. Because, like you're saying, this moment is temporary. So if you keep wishing, you're going to wish your life away instead of going, well, let's give this a try and jump into something.
Right.
What the heck? My attitude is, what the heck? It could be great. It could be awful. Well, at least I'll learn something from it and try something else.
Exactly.
So,
No, exactly right. So
yeah.
so there's your homework for today, friends and listeners, is don't wish for something you don't have. Find a way that you can take one tiny little step in that direction.
Absolutely. Going
Yeah.
back to the baby steps where we started with babies, take one little step. Do you ever think about walking? You get up and you walk. Do you ever think about where am I going to place my foot?
Right.
No, it's, they learn it, they grow it, and then they go to the next thing. I love watching babies because they're always curious, they're always in the moment, and they just find, things to get into, and sometimes it's not great. I've had my kids go into the trash, but, but they're
Right.
always curious, they're always moving, they're always looking and
Right.
always in awe of something new. And that's why I think even at 72, almost 73 now, I'm like this, great big kid, that just looks at life of like, whoa, this is really cool. Somebody looks at me like, really? And I'm like, yeah, it's awesome.
It's awesome. It is awesome.
Gotta be
Yes,
a
it
kid.
is.
As much as you can, be a kid. They're always looking, they're always exploring, you know.
There's our lesson for today. Explore some new things that you can do that move you in the direction of where you want to be. Again, it's not
Absolutely.
you're not you're probably you're probably not going to get there today, but at least you're going in the right direction.
You're going forward.
Right.
Yeah,
Correct. So there you go. So if you
absolutely.
would like some help with moving forward, how's that for a clever segue? If you would like some
Good.
help with moving forward, I couldn't recommend my friend Vicki Wagner more. Just couldn't, for helping people with that exact sort of a thing. If you're stuck with something, she's great at the unstuck thing. She has a sledgehammer like Thor's hammer that just busts through all of this stuff, and yeah, I know, not really, but it
Oh,
works well. It's the psychic equivalent of the same thing. And if somebody were interested, how would they get in touch with you to talk more about that?
they can call or text 239-248-0586 or email me at Vicki, Vicki, Wagoner, Wagoner 53 at gmail.com.
And as we said, all of my technology help is online at YouTube. Just do a search for Bill's iPhone Tips at YouTube, on YouTube. If you just put that in the search bar, my stuff will come right up at the top there. So I know you've all been on YouTube, and I know you know how to find that stuff. So do that. And all of that information, by the way, in the show notes, wherever you are watching or listening. Well, you're not watching, wherever you are listening to this show. Speaking of which, if you are listening to this show on any of the big outlets like Apple Podcasts or Spotify or iHeartRadio or YouTube Music or whatever, feel free to leave a review there as well and let us know how we're doing. And we would appreciate your feedback. And you can check us out. We have a Facebook page too. If you just check for it's the name of the podcast. It's the full name of the podcast, which is The Practical Path Podcast. All of that together, The Practical Path Podcast. And that's where we post all of them as well. And leave your comments and feedback. There you go. So as long as they're uplifting. What's that?
Yeah. Well, whatever anybody feels, we'll look at it.
Yeah, no, we're not.
But I have to make a correction. I'm dating myself too fast. Actually going to be 72 in March, and Rick is going to be 73 in November. So I want to correct that.
Okay. She wants to make sure she's got the right date out there. I
got too many steps.
Nobody's checking. Yeah, nobody's checking on you, but we appreciate your desire to stay young for as long as possible.
I know. Yeah. Yes. So I don't want to date myself that fast, but yeah, most of the time I'm like 15 years old. So
there you go. That's going to do it for today, folks. Go out there and make it a great week. Whatever you do to move yourself in the direction of your goals or whatever it is that you're looking for to get out of life, we are here to support you and appreciate you. So I'm Bill Sklodowski. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Vicki Wagoner. And as I always say, be your own best friend. Have a good week.